Good morning, friends. We're about to pull it together. Say hey when you're hopping on. You know, when you're like, I woke up like this type vibes. Last night, I took a Benadryl. Like, I've started my incisions, like the nerves, I guess, are coming back live. And so I was so itchy that I couldn't kind of like, you scratched it and it didn't do anything. So I took a Benadryl and then I'd already taken melatonin, and I woke up this morning feeling like I can barely open my eyes. So like, feel like that's wearing off. But anybody else, Benadryl makes you feel that way where you're like, I can't function. We're gonna just do a little bit of skincare. I feel like on days where you're around the house, like we still are not completely decorated for Christmas. I even had such good intentions this year of decorating early, and it's just not completely done yet. So on days like that, I feel like just putting a lot of hydration on your skin, letting your skin breathe is so good. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of skincare. So Pomifera has like a Christmas deal happening. 12 days of Christmas. Every single day is a different deal. So I'm gonna go in here with some Plump. This has hyaluronic acid in it, and it just helps tighten your skin, shrink your pores, makes everything nice and like taut. Thank you for sharing. We'll do an Amazon gift card giveaway today. So share this video, tag your friends. The more shares or tags, the more entries, and we'll pick a winner. We've been doing a giveaway, I think almost every day. So just an appreciation. All right. This is with just Plump. It honestly works within minutes. You'll be able to tell like your skin is tighter, but it also has long-term effects. So, oh, thanks, Cecilia. So this sweatshirt it's actually from last year. It's an extra large, and it just says Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. But it's on sale at Pink Lily right now for $30, and then you could use the code SWAN20 and get an extra 20% off. So it is on sale. I love holiday sweatshirts. I wear them kind of, well, the day after Thanksgiving until Christmas, I just live in holiday sweatshirts. Okay, so I got a new product from Pomifera this month, and I have been in love with it. I want to show you how it looks on your skin. So this is Brighten. This is if you have any sort of redness. It improves the elasticity in your skin. It just gives you kind of a more radiant glow. But this might go down as my new favorite skincare product. It's called Revive, and it has lipids, which are known to help revive skin. It has so many great things. Jojoba oil, sea kelp, Pomifera oil, honeybee defense 1, olive leaf extract, aloe. I mean, the list is on and on. Different fruit extracts. Like, there's so many things in here. But when you put it on, you can literally see your skin radiating. Like, it's just like so good. So I've been started with a personal trainer last week. I went for my 3rd time yesterday. And he was like, I don't wear makeup typically there. And he's like, your skin is just like so glowy. Like, what do you do for your skin? And so I was like, I will get you some stuff. Like, so good. So put a little bit on your skin and you'll be able to see instant results. But it just gives you this, especially if you like to wear no makeup like I do, it just looks so good on. So like, it's not like a tanning product, but it just gives you like an actual glow. And I mean, this side doesn't necessarily look dull. It looks, you'd be like, oh, she has good skin. But when you put this on, you're like, and it stays glowy like that. It's so good. You have Revive, but you haven't put it on yet? Oh my goodness. I've been obsessed with it. I love like the instant gratification results. It gives you the same look. If you've ever gotten a hydrofacial and you know how you like walk out and you're like, I feel like I could walk a runway. Like my skin's looking so like glowy and fresh. That's what I feel like Revive does. It's that same type of tightness and glowiness. So good. All right. Just kind of fluff my eyebrows up a little bit. You could totally, if you're, you know, not going to have anything on, you could go ahead and put on lash serum if you're trying to do like the lash serum, growing your lashes thing. And I don't recommend doing lash serum if you're going to be doing like your makeup, because it does make hair grow wherever. So like if you get your lash serum down here, like you might notice longer hairs like here. That's happened to me before. And so probably because I'm like not really careful with it, and then you're like, holy cow, I'm starting to grow hairs in weird places. But it does help with your lashes. So I'm going to put a little bit of lash serum on. I use Grande Lash. It is in my Amazon storefront. So if you go to CourtneySwan.com, click Amazon storefront under beauty, there's Grande Lashes there. Put that on. And I'll link it in the comments below as well. I just didn't link it. Forgot. And then I put a little bit in my brows. Okay. So, third time working out with a trainer. I'm sore every single time. I definitely feel like, I think the phase when you decide to start working out and you haven't worked out in a really long time, I was explaining to him, it's like, I used to be a pretty athletic person. Like after my first and second babies were born, like I went to the gym a lot. And I was like, I really haven't gotten like in a good groove since my third baby. And he was like, oh, well, how old's your third baby? And I was like, she's 9. Which means I haven't been in a good groove for 10 years. So like literally it would have been before I got pregnant with her. And that's 10 years ago. And he was like, how often have you worked out since then? And I said, well, last year I worked out for like 6 weeks and I was doing really good. And then I got COVID and then I like never hopped back on. And he was like, were there other times that you've like been working out since before your third baby? And I could tell like he was trying, it doesn't feel like that long, but it is. Like it's a decade, like 10 years. And because it would have been before I got pregnant with Lola. And I was like, no, there really hasn't been like another time. It just like the years get away from you. You know, you want to make good choices. And I was like, I'll like every now and then go walk, like go for a walk or something, you know, but no. But I used to work out like 5 or 6 days a week for like a couple years, you know, like when they were little. And that's it. And then I was like, I also haven't been able to get under like 165 like since my third baby, which was also 10 years ago. And I was like, my body just really loves to be like 180, 200. And then this last pregnancy, I got up to 275. So it's taken me a while to get that off. And anyways, I just felt like 10 years? Like, how have I gone 10 years? It's so intimidating to me. The gym is intimidating. Even yesterday I walked in, I've been doing morning workouts or whatever, and like with a person, like that is really helpful for me. It's been great. So I go in yesterday, it's a 4:30 class, or not even a class, training. And there's like people everywhere. Normally it's like me and one other person. And I was like, what are all these people doing here? He's like, oh, it's much busier in the afternoon. And I was like, well, I have to switch to morning classes. Like, I can't do all these people. It's like, whoa, too many people in here. Like, I'm not good at this yet. I don't feel confident. I definitely am like the most out of shape out of everybody in here. So anyways, if you're starting your health journey and you're like, I haven't done this in a while, I just want you to know you're not alone. And maybe you're like me and you're like, wow, if I really look at it, it's been way longer than I thought, you know? And I don't know why it's taken me 10 years that's a long time. Surely I could get my groove together back before 10 years, but I didn't. So here we are. Anyways, if you're looking to do something at the first of the year, TrimFit has been really great for like boosting my mood. It helps burn fat. I genuinely love taking it. Like, I'm almost out again. Like, I take this stuff all the time, like every day. I absolutely love it. So good. I started taking this summer, and my sister had lost like 70 pounds on it, and a few of my other friends had like significant weight loss, and I'd hit a plateau, kind of doing what I normally was doing. And so I just love this. It's so good. So you do save if you're on a subscription. So if you're wanting it in before the new year, if you got it now, you could get it in before the new year. And then you save if you're on subscription. So you normally start seeing results in 3 to 4 weeks. If you lost weight on TrimFit, drop it below. Like, I have had so many customers messaging like, oh, my first 2 weeks, I'm already down weight. My first month, like, I'm down 10 pounds. Like, my first, all of it. So anyways, this is a non-intimidating space where I will support you if it has been 40 years since you have done something. I completely understand how that can creep up on you. I am the type person where I will make like a list of 100 things that I want to like change and do and all this, and that's honestly not really realistic. I know, but my intentions are good. So instead, because like I'd gained so much weight when I was pregnant with Beta, and then you have a baby and you're like, well, I don't recognize myself, and I still had like, you know, more than 100 pounds to lose. And so taking like little small things, like I didn't feel like I could change everything, but like what was something small that I could change? And that was like, okay, I could cut out most sugar, like non-refined like types of or processed sugar, unless it was in fruit, and I even limited like not too much fruit. I could cut out like most breads, like white breads, things like that. I did eat brown rice, or like quinoa, but like little changes. Like, okay, to me, to hardcore 100% diet was really hard, but what I could easily change were like these little things, and making like little choices. Like, instead of drinking Coke or sweet teas, like I did unsweet tea with Splenda or stevia, and then I did water, like lots of water, and then things that like put my collagen in water, like I do collagen all the time. It's so good for your skin. I was really worried about like the elasticity of my skin, having gained so much weight, and then I didn't want a lot of sagging skin. And so, but like adding things to my water to help me drink more water, like that is so good. Like just little baby steps. So whatever that is for you. I personally feel like if I'm investing in something, it makes me more committed. Like with the trainer, I'm like, okay, I'm investing in this. I will actually show up. I don't want him waiting on me. I don't want to pay for something that I don't show up for. Same thing kind of with like back in the day, I did like Advocare, 24-day challenge, whatever type things, because I was like, okay, or like the Modere, like lean and clean, or like TrimFit, whatever it is for you that's like working. But I was like, okay, if I invest in this, then I know I'm not going to just like go eat Ben and Jerry's because I paid money to do this, so I'm going to stick with this. Whereas I don't necessarily always have that willpower by myself. But it is so good to like pick just a couple things that you want to improve your health on. So I kind of like did the same approach with my skin. Like, I am not great every single day to do my skincare, but I would say 4 to 6 times a week I do my skincare, like almost every day. and then I'm not hard on myself if I don't, but my skin has drastically changed when I decided like I'm not self-sabotaging anymore. Like I am going to do these things. Same thing with my like lashes. You know, you want your lashes to grow, you got to put on the lash serum. It doesn't do you any good if it's sitting on your shelf. So anyways, I posted the collagen for TrimFit, collagen, all of that in the description of the video. And then it's just linked right there in the description. So, and I might be able to pin it. I might not be able to. Sometimes it's, oh yeah, here you go. Palmifera, TrimFit collagen and greens. And then my shirt. Is Modere having holiday sales too? They are. They had like a Black Friday sale. I still take Modere's trim. It helps with like shrinking your fat cells, but I honestly have not been taking like the burn and carb block, like a lot of the stuff, just because I felt like, I don't know, I was just taking like a lot of stuff all the time. And so I kind of like, as I switched to doing this more, I do take the trim from them. It doesn't have caffeine in it, so you can take them together. And then I didn't link that, but if you go to CourtneySwan.com, I have my Modere link there. I will say my favorite Modere product is their digestive enzymes. If you struggle with bloating, they have been sold out for months and they just restocked. So CourtneySwan.com, and it has like a discount code there for the Modere stuff, but I think they're $15. Like they're not expensive. But even I did a demo once showing like if you take a pudding cup and you put in like the digestive enzymes and you let it sit there for 10 minutes and then come back and look at it, it'll be like only this much pudding left in the cup instead of like how it was like this. It absorbs all of the, and that's kind of like what it does in your body. And so I will link that in the comments as well. That would be something that it's like gives you, especially if you have something that you just need to fit into, or you feel, you know, that time of the month, you just feel fluffy, kind of thing. It really helps with bloating. So good. Does trim alone help with weight loss? Yes. Yeah, I have tons and tons of customers that have been taking trim that like lose weight. And it also just helps like, it has purple tea. It's a natural caffeine, so it doesn't make you jittery, and it just gives you energy. Does this shirt run in large? It does. I'll show you. I'm wearing the extra large right now. So this is the extra large. Again, I was, I don't know, probably 60 pounds heavier last Christmas, maybe more than that. And so this is from last Christmas, but I also love an oversized, but I could buy the medium or the large right now and it would fit great. But I'm like, well, it was a great Christmas sweatshirt, so I'm not getting rid of it. It's just gonna be oversized. So the digestive enzymes are just like a tablet that you take. And so those are really good. And then this tastes like, it's like a berry flavor. It just says mixed berry, but it kind of gives me like cotton candy vibes, I guess. So favorite probiotic. Okay. I love Modere and use like the same company that makes TrimFit. It's called You, like Beautifully You. I love both of their probiotics. They both are the same concept. They're like a pixie stick that you melt in your mouth. Modere's probiotic is like a cucumber melon. If you ever grew up like Bath and Body Works cucumber melon, like the smell of that, if you put that into a taste, like it's like a sweet melon pixie stick. And then Beautifully Used probiotic is like if you take the peach rings from like a gas station, like the candy, and that's what they taste like. They both taste great. They both work great. They both have like a bajillion active cells. I wouldn't say one is better than the other. I think they're both. It's just whether or not you like the idea of a cucumber melon flavor or if you like the idea of a peach flavor. That would be the only thing. So, all right, friends. Gonna hop off here today. If you have questions, you can always send me a message. And oh, it was sold out of the probiotic when you placed your order. Okay, so the used brand has been sold out of probiotics, but if you're on the subscription, then they will fulfill your order. So you have to be on subscription for that. So how many times a day do I drink TrimFit? I just drink it once a day. Same. You can also mix, like you could put your greens in here and your collagen all at once and kind of get it all done, and it kind of tastes like Jamba Juice. But I personally struggle with getting my water in for the day, and so I will drink my collagen separate, and I normally drink my greens and my collagen together because I just love the way they taste. But this helps me get in like this much water, and then I do my collagen later on, get in more water, and that's kind of how I do it. I do take a probiotic daily. Am I all recovered? So from surgery, I am all wounds are recovered, I guess would be the way to describe it. Like I have no open incisions. I'm cleared to work out. Yesterday's workout was so hard, and like hard for me because I haven't worked out in a decade. But hard for me, like it was like pushing a sled with weights on it, pulling, like using my back and my legs, like pulling a sled. But he is being really conscious of the fact that I just had a surgery. But my doctor was like, you're good to work out. Like there's nothing I'm worried about. Like anything shifting out of its place, like that kind of thing. I do have internal stitches, and I have a couple like spitting stitches is what they call them, but like you have to like trim them with your toenail clippers, like a few that have kind of like popped out, which is normal. So I have internal stitches, and I think they're in there for like 3 to 6 months until they dissolve, like those sutures. But as far as everything being like all completely closed, it is. I'm gonna do a live with the doctor at my 6-week follow-up, or I guess it's technically my 7-week follow-up, but it's on the 13th. Anyways, I'm gonna do, just so you guys can see, I've had a lot of people be like, how do the scars look? How does this look? And so I wanted to wait until all of the incisions are closed. But I do think that like, hey, if you're gonna follow this and you wanna know how things look, like we'll just tape me up here. I'll wear a lab coat. I'll give you a disclaimer. Whoever doesn't want to see any of that, you don't have to. But those who are thinking about like a breast reduction or anything like that, and you're curious of how it is, it will be in an educational manner. It will not be like provocative or anything. It will just be like the same as what I did before of like, this is how they're low, this is where they're gonna put them, and then how they look. But the scarring is looking really good. I get laser on the scars. Did you know you could do this? If you ever have, I didn't even know this, but they can do like a laser on your scars, and instead of your scars being, like my scars are purple right now. That's just how my skin like is. And they're like a purple tone. But if you get like a laser on it, it will turn the scars white. And so you can do that after 6 weeks. Anybody, like my grandmother had both her knees replaced and her shoulders, and that was like one of her later in life like biggest insecurities. Like I wish they had this technology then. And so, but they can laser your scars. They can also like laser stretch marks if you have purpley or like deep dark stretch marks and things like that. So I will do, you don't have to do that if you're you know, getting a surgery or anything, but it is really great to know that that's out there and an option. Oh, Melissa said that's how her C-section scar looked, and it was purple. And now it's so light you can barely see it. Yay! That's so exciting. Yeah, mine are definitely purple right now. And I have a scar like around, down, and under. So it's like the lollipop scar and an anchor scar. So that's a good bit of scarring. But I think that, I mean, it's not thick, like they're really thin. But I think once I get the laser, like, I don't think you're going to be able to see it much. So, anyways, all right, friends, if you have questions, you can send me a message. What flats, there are a lot of comments today. What flat iron from Lunge is best? I think it depends on what you're wanting. I personally like a titanium flat iron, probably the best, because I have thick, coarse, hard to curl hair. Oh, your breast reduction scars are completely gone. It looks amazing. yay, that makes me excited. Ooh, weight on the scars will go down drastically in 6 months. That's good to know. TrimFit link is pinned in the description of the video, and it is in the comments as well. So you can get it there. What makeup brushes do I use? Honestly, like a collection of tons of different stuff. If you go to my Amazon storefront, like go to CourtneySwan.com, I have all of my makeup brushes listed under beauty. And then I also have that lash serum under beauty as well. And I'll put them in the description of the video. Is the Plump and Brighten similar to the new yellow Pomifera? So the new yellow Revive, it just has like the tint of it being that yellow gives you a really, really great glow. Like you can even see like even 10-15 minutes later, like all day, your skin just looks like and so it just has things to help with cell turnover. So it's a little different than the other products, but anyways, oh, your 63-year-old skin and your loving makeup and skincare, you'll have to put it on every day. That'll be me. Ooh, you bought something called Scar Away from Walmart and you can barely see them. I'll have to try that. Thank you. Your hair is thinning but hard to curl. Launch does have a thinning therapy. If you go to CourtneySwan.com, click launch, you can get to it that way. And, but they have like a thinning therapy that has clinical proven results of like helping thicken your hair. So your skin sings. I think my skin sings. Yeah. When I put it on, I feel like my skin is singing. That's the only way I can describe it. That's when you know it's good skincare. If your skincare is not making your skin sing, then you're using the wrong stuff, because literally I put this on and I like my insides come out. I'm like so excited about how it looks. What collagen do I take? So I do take the one from you. It's like a kind of a creamsicle flavored, and they also have an unflavored collagen though as well. If you don't like the flavor of orange, then you could take the unflavored and you can put it in anything and you can't taste it at all. So but I personally like this mixed with my greens, and it tastes just like Jamba Juice. It's so good. Mixing the two together is so good. Okay, you guys. I have the link for collagen is pinned as well, Diana. So if you go to like the list, it's gonna say like Pomifera, and then it'll have your TrimFit and collagen and greens link. That's all from the same company. And then I will actually go in here and I will add the digestive enzymes from Modere. And for anyone who's wanting help with like bloating, they are back in stock. And they really do, like, you'll feel like snatched, especially if you're having just like a lot of bloating. So they're really, really good. And then the biggest thing I would say out of all of it, regardless of what you find, what you're using, I mean, I've tried different things over time too, that I'm like, okay, I feel like I've plateaued. I mean, that's really the only reason I've switched kind of gears from being as heavy on Modere to more of this, just because it worked really, really great. It helped me lose 100 pounds, like, but I kind of plateaued and noticed myself gaining some weight back. And I just needed, like, your body gets used to things sometimes. And so I just needed to switch it up a little bit. And so, but there's still definitely a few products that I'm like, these are really good. Like, I love the digestive enzymes. Natalie loves them. Like, as soon as they came back in stock, we're like, we have to order these. Like, they're just fantastic, and they're really affordable, but they like work. You can tell, like, I don't know, you're not as like bloated. Everything's just like kind of shrinks in. So, all right, you guys, hope you have a good day. If you have questions, send me a message, and I will talk to you later.